टुडे वी स्टडी अबाउट द एस्ट्रिंजेंट्स। सो सबसे पहले हम एस्ट्रिंजेंट्स की डेफिनेशन देखेंगे, उसके बाद उसके यूज़, उसके बाद वी हैव द टू ऑफिशियल कंपाउंड्स विच इज़ alum. Alum includes potash alum and ammonia alum, and then we have to discuss about the zinc sulphate. These two compounds are the official compound which is written in your syllabus. So we are starting from the astringent definition. जो ये astringents होते हैं वो प्रोटीन प्रेसिपिटेंट होते हैं और कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं किसी भी सेल या टिश्यू को। तो जब ये किसी सेल या टिश्यू को कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं तो कई बार जो कट होता है, स्मॉल कट्स होते हैं, उनमें से ब्लीडिंग हो रही होती है, तो उस केस में जो ब्लीडिंग स्टॉप हो जाती है। मैनी पर्सन सफरिंग फ्रॉम द एक्सेस स्वेटिंग, तो स्वेटिंग के केस में क्या करते हैं, ये जो स्वेट ग्लैंड्स होते हैं उनको कॉन्स्ट्रिक्ट करते हैं ताकि जो है स्वेटिंग है वो स्टॉप हो सके। कई सारे जो कॉस्मेटिक प्रिपरेशंस होती हैं जो जिसमें कि जो ऑयली स्किन है उसमें से जो ऑयल है वो ज़्यादा सिक्रेट ना हो, तो उस लिए भी ये एस्ट्रिंजेंट्स यूज़ होते हैं। नाउ वी हैव टू डिस्कस द डेफिनेशन. Here it is written that the astringents are the protein precipitant. This is the important point of limited penetrating power. They are able to coagulate protein primarily on the surface of the cell but avoiding the death of cell. They are able to coagulate the protein. So this type of action of constructing a tissue is known as the astringent action. So this is the definition of astringent. Now we have to discuss the uses. It is used to stop the bleeding. It is known as sepsis. It is written here that to stop bleeding from the small cuts by constructing small capillaries and by promoting coagulation of blood. So this is how it stop bleeding. Second is antiperspirant. As I told you earlier that to decrease the secretion of perspiration means sweating by constructing pores on the at the surface of the skin, means they constrict the pores at the surface of skin by which the sweating is stopped. Then it reduces the inflammation by similarly constrict the blood vessels by which there is a restriction of the blood to the surface of the mucous membrane by which there is a reduce in the inflammation. And last is corrosive effect. If the concentration of these astringents compounds will be increased, so it is written here in higher concentration the astringent have direct action on skin to remove the unwanted tissue. Unwanted tissue is known as warts. So this is how the astringent work by constricting the tissue or cell. This property of constricting a tissue or cell is known as the astringency. It is written here astringency. So we have study about the astringents they used, which is sepsis, antiperspirant, reducing inflammation, and the corrosive effect. In corrosive effect there is a direct action on skin to remove the unwanted skin. So now we have to discuss the official compound, which is alum, which includes potash alum and ammonia alum. The potash alum include having structure K2SO4 dot Al2SO4 का whole thrice and having 24 water of hydration. So and in ammonia alum it is NH4 का whole twice SO4, Al2SO4 का whole thrice and 24 H2O. The difference is that the potash alum includes potassium and ammonia alum includes ammonia. This is the difference only. So here it is written that the alum is either a potassium salt, this is a potassium salt, or ammonium salt. This is the ammonium salt. So the difference is just it either the potassium salt or ammonium salt. And the level of the container must indicate which salt is being dispensed. मतलब कि जिस कंटेनर में हम इसको रखते हैं या स्टोर करते हैं उसके ऊपर एक लेवल होना चाहिए और वो उस लेवल पे ये लिखा होना चाहिए कि कंटेनर किस सॉल्ट को इसमें स्टोर है। जैसे कि अगर पोटेश एलम है तो उसमें लिखा होना चाहिए दिस कंटेनर हैविंग द पोटेशियम सॉल्ट, एंड सिमिलरली विद द अमोनियम एलम. केमिकली इट कंटेन potassium ion, aluminum ion, sulfate and 24 water molecule. Here it has a potassium ion, this is a potassium ion, ammonium ion, this is ammonium ion, sulfate, this is a sulfate, and 24 molecules of water of hydrogen. This is a 24 molecule of water of hydrogen. So this is written here that what is the alum is what contains. So this is about the alum. And now the preparation. We can prepare it simply by taking the potassium salt with the aluminium sulfate. This is the potassium sulfate. This is the potassium sulfate with the potassium sulfate with the aluminium sulfate, and we get their salt. Similarly, with the ammonium sulfate and aluminium sulfate, we get the ammonium alum. So this is what we get by taking the potassium salt with the aluminium salt. We get the potash alum, and by taking ammonium salt with the aluminium sulfate, we get the ammonium alum. So both the preparation are both simple. We get, if we take the hot concentrated solution of potassium sulfate or ammonium sulfate and hot concentrated solution of ammonium sulfate, we get the potash alum or ammonia alum. It depends on which salt we are taking, either it is potassium alum, potassium salt, or ammonium salt. So we get these salts by this alum by cooling the solution, and after cooling the alum crystals carrying out. So what are the properties? It is odorless, transparent, colorless crystals. If the crystals are colorless, it means the powder is white. If it is available in the form of powder, the powder is white and the crystals are colorless. Potash alum having melting point 100 degrees Celsius. If the potash alum is heated, then we get the anhydrous form. Means anhydrous forms mean the water is here which it is lost due to heat. Here it is written that the loss of water of hydration. Alum should be kept in well closed container. It is an important point. It should be stored in airtight container or well closed container. So what we study about the alum? It contains potassium salt, ammonium salt, then its preparation and properties. Now we have to discuss the uses. The uses are, it is a powerful topical agent. Topical means skin, means they are acting on the skin and they will constrict the skin. Use as septis. Septis means, as I told you, to stop the bleeding from small cuts. As hemostatic. Hemostatic means similar, it will also stop the bleeding from the small cuts. Mouthwashes or gargles. As protein precipitant property of alum are utilized in the preparation of precipitated diphtheria and tetanus toxoid. So this is alum is also used for these properties for diphtheria and tetanus toxoids. Now we have to discuss about the zinc sulphate. ZnSO4, it has a heptahydrate water. Heptahydrate. Now the preparation of zinc sulphate. It is prepared by boiling slight excess amount of metallic zinc. This is the metallic zinc with the dilute sulfuric acid. This is the sulfuric acid. Until the liberation of hydrogen. जब तक ये हाइड्रोजन के एफर्वेसेंस जो स्टॉप नहीं होते तब तक हम इसको बॉईल करते रहेंगे, और फिर जब जिंक सल्फेट हम जब एफर्वेसेंस निकलने बंद हो जाएंगे हाइड्रोजन गैस के, उसके बाद जिंक सल्फेट को हम फिल्टर करेंगे और क्रिस्टलाइज करेंगे, और फ्रॉम देयर वी गेट द क्रिस्टल्स ऑफ जिंक सल्फेट. Now the characteristics, the colorless transparent crystals of zinc sulphate are there. Odorless, which is odorless. Effervescence in dry air means if we do not store it in airtight container, then effervescence of zinc sulphate will occur. So we have to store it in airtight container, or we can say that tightly closed container. So about its solubility, it is soluble in water, glycerin insoluble in alcohol. This is the property of zinc sulphate. Now we discuss about the uses. As we study it in the astringent, so it is common use as a astringent. Here it is written as a ophthalmic. Ophthalmic means eye. Whenever you see that there is a written ophthalmic, then it means for the uses in eye preparation. Externally, here it is written that externally as an ophthalmic astringent. For the eye astringent, eye constrictor 0.25%. 0.25% का मतलब होता है कि हम 0.25 ग्राम लेंगे 100 ml ऑफ वाटर में, तो हमें जो है जिंक सल्फेट का 0.25% का सोल्यूशन मिलता है. नोट कि यहाँ पे एक इज अ नोट दैट ऑप्थेल्मिक सोल्यूशन शुड हैव pH बिटवीन 5.8 एंड 6.2 यूजिंग बोरेट बफर. तो यहाँ पे pH का इतना क्यों लिखा हुआ है? क्योंकि जो आई का pH होता है वो उसकी रेंज के लिए लिखा हुआ है. अगर हम ब्लड की बात करते हैं तो यहाँ लिखा होता है इट शुड हैव अ pH ऑफ 7.4, क्योंकि ब्लड का जो pH होता है वो 7.4 होता है, और ऑप्थेल्मिक सॉल्यूशन के लिए इसलिए यहाँ लिखा हुआ है कि इट शुड बी pH रेंज बिटवीन 5.8 to 6.2 which can be maintained by using borate buffer. This is written here, by using borate buffer we can maintain. Internally it used as a emetics, 1% solution. Emetic means the drug which are used to use for the vomiting. Then it is used in the treatment treat conditions, used to treat conditions associated with zinc deficiency, acrodermatitis, enteropithisia. So it is used as a zinc deficiency in some disease which is related to the zinc deficiency. It is used in the treatment of that disease, like acrodermatitis. Dermatitis means skin infection, so it is used in that. Now what we have studied today, we study about the astringents, its property. Astringents are, as I earlier told you, the astringents are the protein precipitant. It is used in sepsis, antiperspirant, reducing inflammation and corrosive effect, to remove the unwanted skin from unwanted skin or tissue. Then we have discussed about the official compound, which is alum, which include potash alum and ammonia alum. About its preparation, which is from potassium sulfate or ammonium sulfate with the aluminium sulfate. Its properties, uses, then zinc sulphate, which includes characteristics, its preparation and uses. So this is all about the today, and we have discussed many topics in earlier classes, like radiopharmaceutical contrast media, antimicrobial agent, and antidote, respiratory stimulants, and we have covered that topic in the last classes. So please check the description box, and if you like this video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you everyone.